Hello everyone and welcome to Trends and Friends. Thanks for joining us. Today's Thursday, September 2nd. I'm Kelsey Pittman and obviously joined here by our sports director, Ryan King. Super excited. I was not here last week, so I didn't get to be here for the first week. Heard Olivia didn't do so great, but hey, we'll talk about that later. Very excited to have football season back. We talked about this all last year and it's back. Kind of my favorite time of the year. It's a good time.
It really is. The weather slowly getting better. Obviously, Jacob can tell us about that, or at least not as hot. I shouldn't say better. Don't want to give any editorial on that. But also, high school football week 2 is here. Texas Tech, they're starting this week. It's really all getting ramped up, which is pretty crazy when it feels like so long we're waiting for this season. But we do have another good week. Obviously, on the Blitz, we're going to have all of the big games you can possibly want this week. But we're going to focus on the 5 that we actually get to pick for this one. So starting things off, we have the Lubbock Cooper Pirates taking on the Coronado Mustangs. This game will be right in our backyard here at the station at Lavery Field. Coronado 0-1. They lost to Friendship last week 28-26. Cooper, they're 1-0. They beat Andrews 27-0. But Coronado might be the underdog, but they did beat Lubbock Cooper last year 28-0 on the road. Cooper, though, they have an incredible defense. They forced 5 turnovers last week. They have a Baylor commit on the D-line. They have an Oklahoma commit among the linebackers. So Coronado be a big win at home. That's going to be a really tough contest against the Pirates. New Deal and Wellington. This is a big one. New Deal's number 7 in the state on 2A Division I. Wellington, they are smaller, 2A D2, but they're number 3 in the state. New Deal's 1-0. Wellington's 0-1. Wellington took on a team in Oklahoma named Duncan. New Deal beat Trinity here, but New Deal did lose the game last year, so that'd be a really big win if they could get it. Clyde taking on Idalou. Idalou's 1-0. They beat Denver City 25-0. They also beat Clyde last year. Clyde lost in week 1 this year, 49-7 to Cisco. So the Wildcats going to be favored in that one. Seminole and Shallowater, a couple of our teams are both 0-1. Seminole barely lost in overtime to Paladuro. Shallowater, they lost to Abernathy 28-16. So either team would love to get this victory. Would be really big for either team. Whoever loses still 0-2. The winner back to 500. And finally, Friendship, they're coming off that victory we mentioned against Coronado. They beat the Mustangs 28-26. They're 1-0. Clovis, coming over from New Mexico, they've already played twice, actually, 0-2. Friendship, huge matchup next week. They're hosting the Cooper Pirates that we mentioned. So they need to be 2-0. They need to get this win over Clovis. But let's go to the picks we have in this one.
Right, so last week we're actually showing what we picked from week 1.
I have to say this was not my pick. I just want to put that out there now.
Ryan, though, obviously, 5 out of 5. Weather's in second place, 3 out of 5, and Olivia and Kelsey. Y'all have got some ground to make up this week to save
and Olivia, I know you're not here, but we're going to have a talk later about that.
All right, let's go to these games. Okay, first of all, I don't know what everyone's saying. I'm learning right now. We all are going Lubbock Cooper.
This is going to be a good game. I'm excited.
The disrespect for Coronado. That's
we still love you, Coronado.
We do. I promise.
This should be a great game. It really should. But Cooper, the talent they have on that defense is, elite. You're talking D1 guys that are going to play in the Big 12. That's really tough to overcome for anyone. Coronado, though, still going to have a good season even if they do fall to 0-2.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this is where I'm different.
Ooh. Okay, this one hurt me. Okay. New Deal, great team. They should have a really good year. They're number 7 for a reason. Wellington is smaller, but man, they beat them pretty good last year. They're both relatively the same team. Come on, New Deal.
I need to catch up to
this
these
boys.
This
is probably one of the games I'm most excited about tonight.
That was honestly the runner-up for what could have been our game of the week, if not Coronado Cooper.
Nice to see.
Idalou Clyde. Idalou should win that one. Like I mentioned before, they're the better team.
Straight class.
They should win that one. Shallowater Seminole. Okay.
Right, so I mixed it up a little bit on this one. I know Seminole, you said pretty good game against the 2 last year, so we're really hoping this year. That's why I'm kind of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Hopefully, I will be right, but you know what? Best of luck to both teams.
Yeah.
Hey, Seminole's 4A, Shallowater's only 3A. Would not be shocked. Shallowater lost a lot of talent off last year's team. Their best player, Bax Townsend, we learned transferred to Lubbock Christian this upcoming year. So would not be shocked. Shallowater, I would give the edge to, but Seminole, they're not a bad team. We're all going Friendship. Again, just like Idalou, I think that one's pretty clear. They should beat Clovis and move to 2-0 setup for a potentially undefeated matchup against Cooper. Well, we do have a lot of good ones there. Specifically, I think we're having, did any of us pick all the same?
No, we're all different.
Have at least one opposite. Yeah.
Okay, and really, honestly, those 2 that we are different on, Wellington, New Deal, and Shallowater Seminole, those are really tight games. I think you really could have picked either way. Those were the 2 that I wasn't totally sold either way, but it'd be good for our local teams if New Deal could get that way.
Oh yeah, sure would.
Well, we will see, and we will talk about that all next week, but don't go anywhere. We got more sports coming up on the break. We're talking Texas Tech football and what to expect.